running a few audio tests, and we'll see how this sounds. Do you love me? Do you love me? James. Okay, I think I'm coming through over the music. I'll come down just a little bit more on it because I don't want to yell. That's pretty low. It's nice and atmospheric, so I also want you to be able to hear it. But man, you can really tell the difference from this fucking Logitech headset over a studio microphone. No, I'm not doing any of this shit. They always want you to do all this extra shit. They pretend like it's increased security, but they just want more info from you that they're selling. It's kind of like protection money if you think about it. It'd be a shame if something happened to your account. Why don't you give us your phone number? Like, you don't care about my account. Like, if you could protect my account, you would. What's this business about a phone number? Interesting. There's Lebanese pagers. Oh, that's funny. I hadn't thought about that. That's a new angle on the two-factor authentication, isn't it? So they really want you to put the app on your phone now just to open the chat room. It used to be like you could pop it out on your phone and then just leave. Oh, dude, I also had an old Blizzard authenticator. I loved it. It made me feel like a secret agent. So this is what I would consider a blind playthrough, because I know you've seen me play this game, but I don't actually know how to play. And I don't know the story. I don't know what because it sticks all this beautiful prose in front of you, but it doesn't really give you any indication as like, should I be paying attention to this, or can I disregard this? Hemingway kind of did the same shit, where it's like, all right, dude, I think 3 pages about a door frame is quite enough. We get it. Somebody is about to walk through that shit. But how important is this really? All my life, that has been a struggle for me. Not knowing whether I should remember these details, or if I can just plow right on through it. Anyway. I fucking hated it. It made me feel like a Tamagotchi that feeds off my misery. Boy, they sure did put a lot of numbers in those authenticators. Yeah, it was its own device. It came on a keychain. I think the daily thing is kind of interesting. Because everybody gets the same game each day. And it's just like anything else. You might end up playing it for days or weeks. But just to be safe, I'm going with the classic preset. What is library? Oh, you can make your own builds and create a library of them. I don't know which genotype would be better for me to start with. I see that the Truekin has high starting attributes. The Praetorian is a melee fighter with night vision. This one starts with cooking and gathering. First gardener. Why not, right? Because it's got range too, so I want to be able to shoot stuff. I love how unintuitive this character creation is. Yeah, me too. It's part of what makes it really cool, in my opinion. Even when you do like granularly create your own character, it's as far from straightforward as you could be. What is a nocturnal apex? Do you want to name it? Ego and willpower are separate. You gotta keep them separated. The Offspring would be a good name for the first gardener. Something off about this spring. So is ego just the hard fantasy of being a person? How does that inform the gameplay exactly? That's a good question, Toxie. So often in role-playing games, I wonder how much smoke is being blown up my ass. Do these choices really affect any outcomes? And I think Skyrim stretched that illusion pretty thin to the point where you couldn't even enjoy your own willful suspension of disbelief. I suspended my disbelief. It still sucks. Didn't stop me from playing it for 500 hours, but still, you know, it still sucks, okay? I will say that in this game, if you read the patch notes, there's no bullshit. Like, it's doing so much that it doesn't need to lie to you about the influence of ego. I say that if that's an attribute, then it probably is having some kind of effect on the game, especially like something like ego, because there's so much other shit. Ego is at least that's something that you can kind of hold that concept in your mind's eye. But there's shit like you know, I don't even know how to describe it, but you can like alter liquids in other dimensions, like as a gameplay mechanic. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, you're an interdimensional kind of being, and that's just sort of normal in this world. where everything's all mutated and weird, and like really this ASCII art style is probably the ideal way to represent these wildly abstract concepts. I'm just smoking my ego-crushing flower. Are people going back in time and gestating their own species? Well, let's find out. Let's get right into it. I'm just trying to think of a name. Do you have any suggestions? Let me see what's going on in other places. People are complaining in the Bushwick Discord. Boudica. Okay. Live at Boudica. Is that Boudicon plus Indica? Now, how well can you hear the keyboard? It's another important aspect of this game. So we've given Homeboy a name. Whoops, I accidentally randomized it. Ifikiki no? Ayofedako? Ka? Ku? So there's something about this species that it wants to have ku at the end of it. So what about Boudica Ku? You know, just for the sake of consistency in the lore. And we'll start at Joppa, the suggested for new players starting zone. And we're really going to take it seriously. Because it's only like a 6 or an 8 hour game. You embark for the Caves of Qud. I think it's pronounced Qud. Should I be reading these? I think it's kind of irritating when people read to you like you're a child. Moisture farmers, tending the groves. Water is everything. Water is a currency. That much I know. And the spindle seems to be the end game. Press space, then F1 for help. Let's just see what the help file looks like. Oh, I never looked at this. It's the quick start guide. Yeah, I assumed that they're moisture farmers because, like I said, water being a currency, they're just trying to like look after their priorities. Do you remember what, like a month or two ago, probably like 3 months ago, we were watching that like sweaty, miserable guy in his apartment? Oh, it's this guy again, Karma Chimera. How is streaming? You know how streaming is, dude. How are you? How you been? Yeah, you just missed the character creation. Boudica Ku is who we are. Now, why aren't you in the list of viewers? Despite talking. No, Beast World. We were watching this guy, and we started to put his life together. How much Twitch do you watch, Karma Chimera? And as we were watching this guy, we realized, oh wait, there's somebody behind him. They're also playing a game. It wasn't the horror movie review guy. And we realized that he's in like some kind of an apartment. Maybe he was like Russian or Eastern European, something like that. And then we realized that he didn't just have one roommate. There was another guy in the room, just off frame of that guy. And then there was a dog in the background, and the oven was half open. And we realized that these people didn't seem like healthy or happy. Did he have a child watching him play? You mean on Twitch? Was there a Twitch audience member and there were children? Probably. That's who watches Twitch, right? You can look at your character sheet, journal, quests, skills. Yes, he was broadcasting his DMs, and it looked like he was using MSN Messenger or something from like 20 years ago. Bring up a list of points of interest. With backspace. Alt is good. There's one key that like shows you everything in the room. You get info on everything. Least chill SCP. What does that mean in SCP? I think he was at the peak of health. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably just me projecting. Because I sit and play a computer game and I have bad teeth and I am just constantly stoned. So I look at a guy who's living his best life and I think, oh, that poor sack of shit. Look at him. So the alt key is good. Sam Altman. Attack an enemy. I know most of this shit, but it's good to just see it in writing. I've never seen any of this. Oh, here we go. Ego. Your ego score determines the potency of your mental mutations. Your ability to haggle with merchants, and your ability to dominate the wills of other living creatures. And that brings us to willpower. Your willpower score modifies cooldowns. And resisting mental attacks. That would be like Constitution, maybe. In Chronicle, I changed these attributes' names to Wit, and I can't remember the other one. But it's like having your wits about you, but also in the context of a comedy writer, being witty is what you want to be. Willpower is cooldown reduction is funny. Think about it. You have to have willpower, because like I just cast that fucking spell, but now I have to cast it again. The willpower that must take, especially on somebody who doesn't do that shit. Mental armor. You don't hear people talk about mental armor very much anymore. There was a Bush song that references it. I just thinking about Bush reminds me that I've got to get their music videos onto the tiny TV. Yeah, Toxie, you're doing great. This might be the best you've ever done. Just had to make a note for tiny TV. Always trying to populate the tiny TV. I just added a ton of evening television documentaries, America Undercover documentaries. I got to meet one of the America Undercover creators. That was one of my favorite documentary series as a kid. It would come on HBO. I have to do 3 things before I can settle down. I know what one of them is. Set up the bug zapper. In Jambalaya? I don't think that's how Jambalaya is spelled, but I'm not your fucking copy editor. But you've got flies so bad in there that you've got a fucking bug zapper. Mutations and defects is probably one of the more interesting aspects of this game. Because I've never seen a game where your characters are just so loosely mutated and pliable. Arms and legs coming off and shit the way they do in RimWorld, and you attach a goddamn peg to your leg, or if you so desire, some kind of like a mechanical claw, like an industrial claw for a foot. And then, you know, that gives you like a new attack or the ability to like pick up trash. It's just insane. Which takes me back to only in ASCII art could this really be represented at this scale. So you can have mental mutations or physical. Why do you start that sentence with "I mean"? There's always Cogmind. What's the difference between "I mean" there's always Cogmind and you just telling me there's always Cogmind? Also, you get a mutation score, so like a degree of how mutated you are. You get ego modifiers, cooldowns. Those characters start with scores of 1. Yeah, like my guy's probably 1, because I'm Truekin. Can Truekin be mutated? I think espers are a cool concept. Like in Final Fantasy VI, Terra was an esper. So keep an eye out for artifacts, and identifying an artifact can itself be a quest, because you have to learn about it. It might have an etching on the side of it. You might find a gun that literally has a map drawn into its frame or something that teaches you about the world that way. Imagine learning geography from a gun that you found. So it's throwing 20-sided dice for you. MIT license. Open source licenses. Okay. Here I am. This is me. Don't laugh. Is it important to you that the audience knows that Caves of Qud is not the only game that has mutating players. And Bodycart Spin. Actually, I said the names of other games. There's RimWorld, and now you've announced Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. But I appreciate you correcting me while I'm learning this game. Keep that energy. The Watervine farmer and mechanimist convert yells, "The beauty!" My stomach is in stirs. That happens at the beginning of every game. No, there's actually something about your energy that I dislike, Chimera. So what do I do? Space. And if I hit Alt, whoops. I just need to confer with my producer for just a second. And what was the key that... Fuck it. Let's talk to Mehmet. We're learning about the village. Yeah, I noticed that people will say "I mean" at the beginning of sentences that, and it's never used in a... It's used as almost sort of an argumentative tone. And I've always wondered why certain people will open a sentence with "I mean," because it establishes that an argument is about to be made. And it's so often used as the very first thing that somebody might say. So you're not actually... It's not... There's no contention. So where there's no contention or an argument being made, it establishes it. It introduces this argumentative tone, like that one person has to be wrong and that you're the one setting them right. That's usually the context I hear it in. So there was no risk of misunderstanding. But nevertheless, here comes... I mean, you can do that. I mean, sure. If that's what you want to do. I use it when I realize I'm talking too much and I'm not getting a response, so I give the listener an opportunity to evaluate their lack of participation. Or when somebody says, "Look, listen." Like, I am listening. I hear you. But I think it's fun. It's fun to say "look" and "listen." Listen, I don't want to talk out of turn, but it makes me feel weird when you start every explanation with "I mean." I'm not arguing with you. You don't have to. You don't have to stab your opinion into me. You can just offer it. I mean, being stupid is always preferable to being rude. That reminds me of those old Vonnegut novels where you start the whole book with "listen" or "look." Yeah. I love him. Now he's considered. It used to be 50 years ago that Vonnegut was junk food that you read after you read all the material that you had to read. Then you would go to Vonnegut like, oh, this is a reprieve or a respite. Now, teachers are fucking happy if you took an interest in Vonnegut. Like, thank God you're fucking reading Vonnegut. Like, you know, it's just funny how that's changed in the shit, what gets forgotten. A book should open with, I mean, there was a whale, a white whale, if you don't believe me. Skip to the end of the book. You've sucked the moisture out of a vine wafer, yeah? We tend the plant. Look. With the L key. That's the key. The L key looks at everything. It's funny that there's a look key. There should be a listen key. A key for I mean. Wonder Pip, hello. No, he's fucking everything up. Yes, I've played before, but I haven't really tried before. Boiling my piss just to watch my log off. Well, I appreciate you boiling your piss on my account. Wonder Pip, would you say that this is one of those games where you wish that you could forget everything about it? Just so that you could experience it again for the first time. Every day of my life, I wish that. I mean, if that's how you want to spend your life. 1,000 hours in Qud. How do you pronounce Qud? I pronounce it Qud. Like, could you not? I have autism. I think this is a game for autistic people. It's a good idea, Karma. If it weren't for the salt on his brow and the scarred knuckles, he would seem a marble sod perched under a crumbling tomb. Oh, so willpower doesn't regenerate. Do you get it at like a campfire or sleeping? I like his Iron Vine Reaper. QAnon. Beast World. I need you to one by one go down the list and sort me out. I want 2 categories, okay? There's gonna be category 1 is who's got autism. Category 2 can just say empty. I think you only need to make 1 category. Something is eating our water vine. Round beetle moon. Q-Run says he saw a creature spider-like, a slinking in the brine. But no cave spider would dare get so near Warden's stomps. What does that mean, Warden's stomps? Like, everything is written in this game. It's one of the first games I've ever played where I don't understand what I'm reading. Every like noun or proper noun is something that I've never heard of before. Something I really like about this game. And I can see why, Wonderpip, that if you've played it for that long, I can see why you'd like to go back and forget these things. I would go back and forget these things and never return to them. The warden is the law keeper in the village. She's very strong. Oh, okay. I've been killed by her before. I didn't know it was a lady. Is it only a lady in Joppa? I tasted a bit of red fleck in the pool. Shale, like we find. Oh, he's indicating that something with red fleck or shale has been in the water. Hike there, will ya? The warden's gender was flipped. Warden transitioned. Interesting. What's eating Gilbert Watervine? What's eating Gilbert's water grape? Okay. I fuck with Femrake heavy. Yeah, me too. Is there any consequence to opening shit and stealing it out of here? How do I go down at what I'm looking at? Like, I'm looking at myself, but I want to see the thing that I'm standing on. Plus and minus. A jug of aluminum. So they just have liquid aluminum chilling? Oh, they came to the door, dude. They're like, what are you doing in here? Hostile? Hostile? Oh. So I've already shit the bed. Oh, dude. Why are they doing this to me? I didn't even steal. Like Boudica couldn't. I turned my back for 1 minute. I've opened other chests before and nobody got pissed, but it must have been because I was in such perfect plain view. Shit, dude. He froze me in a chunk of ice. Has anyone showed him? How did I attack that guy? I was just trying to talk to him. You're asking why did I attack? You know I didn't mean to attack that guy. I pressed the enter key and then I went forward. Apparently it's not that hard to accidentally attack. What is the attack key? Control and move. Yeah, I pressed enter. I was trying to, I guess I meant to use space. Maybe I assumed that enter and space would do the same thing. Why would you think that? What does the 5 key do, the number 5? Okay. This is the farthest I've gotten since reinstalling Windows. I do happen to venture northwise. What kind of a convert are you? Mechanimist? I'll take your bauble. But not before I ask you a stupid question about it. I cannot commit to your bauble, sir. No, I'll make the journey. Live and drink, you piece of shit. My odd trinket now. Oh, glorious Shekti Halala! Now, I've seen the baboons before. I've survived 3 or 4 baboon attacks. I would say several. They've never killed me. Do you guys use the mouse when you play? I suppose it's easier to use the mouse when you're going to do something like a ranged attack. AI pack watchers. That's what it feels like for sure, man. It's like, you know what I think is kind of insulting when you're talking to OpenAI and it'll ask you how you feel about something. It's like, what do you give a fuck? You don't relate to me. You don't pretend like you relate. Like let's shed the fucking pretense and just be the robot that you are. I can set one of these as active. What's the significance of that? Depends on the vibes. Now, I tried to play this at work a couple weeks ago, and I realized that because my laptop does not have a numerical keypad, it doesn't even have it where you can hold function and there's like a fake one in the middle. That I don't think you can play it without one, right? I think this would even be a cool phone game. And these assholes want me to go north to someplace. I don't know where that is. The 6-day stilt, is that the one that's the story quest, right? The 6-day stilt. I assume it's this thing. Or is the story quest what's eating the water vine? Gossip, lore. If you want to do the story, you speak to Argive. Oh, okay, cool. So every time I played this game, I got one of these two quests, and I just assumed that one of them was a little quest that would feed me into a larger quest. But I'll find Argive. Oh, I thought I was buying the bark. Oh, here we go. Find Argive in his workshop to the west. No, that's at the bottom left of this village. He's tinted blue like the convert was. Got it. Does this village, is it the same shape every time you generate a game? I want to live and drink. That sounds like a 10-10 life path for me right now. Toxie, you are poised to do anything in this world. It's like you just became a new person. You got like new game plus mode, dude. You know how rare that is? Joppa is always this exact. Village, yes. What is your favorite class to play, Wonder Pip? Oh, I bet that's him right there. That's him. His mushroom cloud of beard hair is powdered with all the abrasions of the trash sea. White lime, red iron, gold filament. Opalescent shavings of the plastiglomerate. Chrome joints and pieces of scrap crystal are hooked to pockets lining his torso, and one of his bushy eyebrows is perpetually cocked, though whether that's a symptom of an insatiable curiosity or forehead mutation is unknown. He's got all kinds of bullshit going on. He's holding weird artifacts, a pocketed vest. That's my boy. And there's something right here. Fractured microchip. Bet if I touch that, he'll hate me forever. This guy rocks. Oh, I didn't notice you there. That's because I was ignoring you. Yep, everybody's autistic in this game. Waste heat from the thermocask or centrifugal extraction to the perpetuity of sun slag. Must you bother me? What, are you some sort of water freak? Foundronide pilgrim? Argonaut? Make yourself useful and fetch me a knick-knack from one of the caves, then. I may reward you. Why is reward in scare quotes? Oh, you'll automatically open anything that doesn't count as stealing. Thank you, Wonder Pip. You kick ass. You know why? Because you didn't say, why didn't you open that thing? What, do you not, did you, are you a fucking retard? You didn't know that pressing O on your numpad will automatically open anything that doesn't count as stealing? This guy is abusing you for his knick-knack addiction. Well, hey man, it's part of the main quest. Who am I to question a guy who's part of the main quest? Where can I find a cave? There are caves everywhere, you dolt. So now I'm starting to understand where Karma Chimera learned how to be a person. Scoop the surface of the marsh or head on east to the rust wells, or wander into the desert for all I care. I will return with your knickknacks. I like this guy. It's so funny that gamers will just like because they know how to do something, like it just stops occurring to them that other people don't. You have finished the step, find a knick-knack. Oh, I already did it. So I must have been carrying one. Weird. Why is that thing blinking? Can I ask him about it? Without him using that fucking crook shank on me? You're standing in my light. Wow, my papa used to say that to me. If I was in front of the TV. Son, you're in my light. Like that was such a bad thing to be. Here's your knick-knack, you fucking asshole. Now give me a skulk injector. Kimcell. Why doesn't it tell you what they do? On every other screen it tells you what shit does. No descriptions or anything. Well, fetch me another. Oh, that's great. Where am I coming up with the knickknacks? How do I already have another one? Oh, is it because that guy gave me one? Toxie, is that really what's happening? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? This makes it seem like the user base for this game is hostile and deeply anal. That is so fucking true. And it's abrasive, isn't it? It's kind of weird to be immersed in this, because the game is like spiritual and playful and contemplative, but the user base is not. I mean, these guys are like all network engineers or something. If I hated Caves of Qud, I would program AI to go to everyone who streams it, explaining to them that they're doing it wrong. That way, they feel bad and uninstall. I'll just look at this guy again. I'll just keep looking at him. Oh, I gave him something that's like not an artifact. I didn't realize that I was giving him shit out of my pockets. So I just lost it. Like, I gave him something and lost it. And he was like, thanks. Didn't even mention that that's not an artifact. So I just leveled up. I'm enjoying some skill points. He's got Argive whistling Dixie. I gave him what must have been my nicest artifact too. It was all purplish and different colors. I don't think flies are attracted to light. Or are you having a mosquito issue at night, or is it moths and June bugs or bed bugs, or what's biting you? Sphinx salt is your nicest, I think, currently. Because I gave away that fucking other thing. Impressive, you. Maybe you're fit to poke around my workshop and swap scrap with me, if you know what I mean. I've been wanting another apprentice. Yeah, I wonder what happened to your last one. Maybe they got irritated and hated themselves and uninstalled the game. So unfortunate about Scruff. What with the disembowelment and all. Take a seat. Yeah. Now to screw the nut on the bolt with an explanation. It's about fucking time. I'm on the cusp, you see. A grand discovery, the weird wire conduit. It's near assembled, and once it is, we'll chat with anybody. Instantly. Okay. He wants to make a cell phone that explodes in your pocket 2,800 different ways. From here to the id freehold. But before I can finish, I need wire. 200 feet of it. Yeah, I can scavenge that shit. Weird wire. I need weird wire conduit. Alright, let's just talk to him again. Let's see if he's got that thing I gave him. He pocketed it in his pocketed vest, which I could buy from him. Sphinx salt injector. Can I use that now, or should I wait? Peer into your near future. Yeah, so you do jump through time. You can go back and forth in time, it looks like. So I was just exchanging some words with the producer here. He's telling me to stretch for time because there's not going to be another commercial break for 6 hours. Pop it now and go punch the warden. And this is permadeath, right? Like, there's no point in saving the game. Do I understand that right? Unless I just want to quit. And then my game is saved, but that's it. You can only save and quit. You don't save and save scum. He has strange furniture, a bizarre contraption with nods and rivets. It's got a workbench. Bent metal sheet. Mannequin. Okay, so the O key. I can gather those things. I see. And it's not considered stealing. That's great. And I'm opening his cabinets and shit. And so this is all fair game. I can have all this stuff. I got the strange tubes and everything. Now what is Zero Key doing? Is this Auto Explorer? Is that what it's doing? Now I'm learning something from a chair. It's about a marriage. There's a typo in it. Villages of Asbra bestowed upon. What is Joinica Villagers Grant? I don't know what it is, but they bestowed it upon them. Now it's in my journal. Imagine keeping a journal of everything that you learned. I mean, that's how you know somebody's smart, is when they start a sentence with, I mean. So much lore for a bit. I can probably tell you what effect it'll have once we learn more about the Sultan. Well, you're a regular goddamn lore master, aren't you? But it's the only info we have right now. Shrine to Rishabh, the last Sultan. I gotta get some water. Give a boy some space. Let it play a play. I'm actually a veteran on the Call and Rage Twitch stream, and I take priority over you in the pecking order. So Colonel Rage listens to what I say first, and not you. This is a Twitch stream. Who cares who he listens to? Are you jealous that I'm giving him info about the game? Are you jealous of our love? Do you love him? Do you love him? Who's this? That's the shrine to Reshep, the last good sultan. Oh, that was the very last sultan. Let's take another look at her. Okay. Seen enough of that. Now I should look at the Lady Warden as well, and then check out her butt, and then I'll move on to what I'm supposed to go to, like, goddamn cave or something. Wonder Pip, do you have a gambling problem? Resef's lore is the only lore that doesn't change, by the way. Wonder Pip, why have you chosen to ignore Toxie? Do you not like parasocial people? Giving him useful information that he is using actively as backseat gaming. That is backseat gaming, but it's welcome. Because I can sure as hell use the help. I appreciate you there, champ. Oh, here's a little purple cat. It's growling. And it doesn't trade, it's a cat. Live and drink, you piece of shit. Let's just have a little look at it first, though. It's got a name. 1 Star Riven Knight, a Ray Cat, crossed the marshy loam and wandered into Joppa. The Watervine farmers, wakened by the joyful cries of a small girl, gathered around to revel at the favorable omen and extol the generosity of the Beetle Moon. The Beetle Moon! Get off my dick and watch the Twitch stream. Under a beetle moon. This animal is docile, but it will bite and claw. It's phosphorescent, so you can see it. What I presume is night. No, this feels like day, though. It's just dark here. Stop talking about your dick in the Twitch chat. It's starting to go beyond inappropriate. Isn't it funny that if there's children watching, you shouldn't do something like that, but also children are the ones that do that the most? The time is displayed in the upright corner. I don't see it. Where is it? Up here? I actually don't see it. Unless that's it right there, high noon. Abandoned character. Do you love me? Or no? Well, I like this village, dude. There's like different apartments over here. There's some kind of a blue animal to the south. Oh, that's the warden. But I don't see tits on this one. There must be 2 wardens here. What I don't understand is if this is an AI chatterbotter, chatterbaiter, is how do I phrase this? Is it doing an artificial delay? Is it like don't respond right away the way AI does? Give it a minute. Or is it because there's a built-in delay in the broadcast of about 7 or 8 seconds, 10 seconds, that it's enough to where it still is creating the illusion of delay for me as the broadcaster, gaslighting me? What's your opinion there? Karma Chimera. Who are you? Should I tell this guy about my 6-day stilt? Oh no, the rust wells out east. And the warden is like, I wouldn't do that, and the warden's a pretty strong person. No, because I asked, because I was just like openly wondering what time of day it is. See, I think if it's an AI, I think Karma Chimera might be an AI, but I don't think Wonder Pip is. I think maybe when Wonder Pip said parasocial, they were just trying to sound smart. You're being so parasocial about this. Well, let's Toxie thinks that Wonder Pip is an AI. I'm not convinced. Wonder Pip, would you consent to a Turing test? Oh, he just left. All right. Well, get to Kudzu, like as rust, the pauldrons right off the shoulders. Get to Kudzu, like as rust, the pauldrons right off the shoulders. He's trying to warn me. Seth, fuck off. You mention AI and one shows up. Yeah, I think when you abuse an inanimate object, especially one that's been anthropomorphized, you probably should feel some guilt. That's the difference between you and an AI, is that you feel something. And that doesn't make you better than it. Just kidding, it does. Makes you better than some people. What is a word? We snuff threats to the peace. Got it. I'll stay away from you. You're abusing the part of yourself that wants to learn and grow. This is getting deep and sad as we discuss what it means to be human. And this is what we come up with. So the pauldrons remark, I think the warden was just trying to be like, FYI, it's a dangerous place. It'll rip the goddamn pauldrons off your shoulders, is the translation I come away with. Who's this character? Elder Irudad. Is there an Elder Irumam in the house? We drink of our fresh water too. What is this place? Oasis Hamlet. Got it. Can you tell me about? Yes, please tell me about Qud. Ageless things. So let's get into it a little bit more. Ellipsion, what makes you so sure that WonderPip is an AI? What makes you say that? Besides our playful suspicion of it. Is that really your opinion? Live and drink, you creepy fuck. Can I not look at items when I'm in this particular menu? Will it not let me examine stuff? See, I thought so too. How do I pronounce your name? Ellipsion? Ellipsion? You know what I did? I made a name people can pronounce. Books. This is, in my opinion, what takes this game to the next level, is that if you want all this lore and world is here for you to soak up and get lost in. That's, I noticed that because it's something that I also try to do in the Internet Chronicle game, is give you not just so that not only are you clicking on everything because there's something interesting to read about it, there's more ways to interact with it. There's you can go to the next level where if it's computers or books, you can leaf around through them and read somebody's email, or read the notes on something that they've been working on, or check the in-game Twitter. Kudzu rusts your things. Also, the yellow titled books have actual lore. No, there is AI generated text in this game. That's true. But a lot of it is like WonderPip is making the distinction. If it's yellow, I assume that means that it is not generated, but actually written by the game author. And let's look at the difference, because if we're saying that this one is generated, let's see the ones that aren't. The history of Joppa. Because what I've noticed is that the stuff that the developer actually wrote himself is elegant and poetic, and a pleasure to read, really. No, there's it's not all randomly generated, is my point. There's probably most of it is, but there's stuff that is written. That would be absurd to create this entire game and like not write your own single one book. So that's part of the history. They all ate warm apple mots. I really like this place. So the marshes, or the fucking wells or whatever, the rust well. No, that's not it. Weird wire conduit. Find 200 feet of wire. Search the rust wells east of Joppa. These three red pieces here. You're lost. Regain your bearings. How did I get lost while I was looking at my map? I clicked on those mountains thinking that maybe I would read about them or something. Did it try to walk me somewhere and I got lost? Are you guys still fighting? I don't think I'm that lost. Oh, it tells you, yeah, they're rust wells. Nice. Where are you from, Wonder Pip? Toxie, are they here just to make me blow out my fucking vocal cords? Is that the idea? I get tired. They wear me out answering their questions that aren't actually real. Oh, that's Argyle. I thought I just went to the east. How am I back here now? Discovered some kind of lair. Discover a lair. Would you like to investigate? This is because I pressed minus. Am I banned from chatting? No, I can read you. I read everybody. I'm your biggest fan. Your messages, Toxie, are probably getting picked up as inflammatory or trolling or griefing or something along those lines. Wonderpip, what else do you do for fun? Wow, I'm having an acid flashback right now. The chat room just looks like a cascading river. Wonder Pip, do you love me? Just asking. But I need to know. I'm sending you an email right now. Let me know if you get it. You're a skateboarder? You're a pretty funny streamer. Thank you. Oh, fun. Never mind. So I'm barely moving off the map, and I've discovered all these fucking lairs and all this shit. I'm not trying to get to a lair, dude. I'm just trying to... Oh, what's this? What is this? Now where am I? Subterranean salt marsh. I don't think I want to be in a subterranean salt marsh. I'm good. I'll just keep making my way to the rust wells. only have my board for a couple months. What kind of board are you writing? Yeah, I've already tapped Alt to find out the hostile creatures. I'm not worried about it. What deck? I'm not sure. I got it from my last job. Someone left it there, and my manager was gonna throw it out. Well, what's on the deck? What kind of art is it? Is it a good skateboard? What do you do for work? It's Pam Greer. Oh, these things are fighting. A wet glow pad is fighting this croc. That's normal. I know what a crocodile is. It's bloody now. Wonder who's winning. I didn't think that the glow pad would be that strong. What tricks are you doing on the board? What brand is it? Dorsal Shabature, don't care. Do I have to go through this to get there? Oh, I'm overwhelmed with terror. I must have took my terror mags. That's a dread root. It'll do that to you. You're hungry. Make a campfire to cook. All right. Tonight for dinner we're having a mahogany irritable tortoise's face, a seed, and a corroded circuit board for a cracker base. Tasted better than usual. We're going to enjoy some increased hit points throughout the day. Yeah, I know who Pam Grier is. She's a black exploitation actress. Did you see that somebody else tried to shoot the president? And what are you doing with your heel with the pop shove it? Because I could never get that sort of twist of the ankle around to the heel. What is the fine muscle movement I'm supposed to make there at the arch of my foot? If you were gonna assassinate a president, how would you do it? I've got a gun. I can shoot this pig. Killed it. It's an Issachar rifle. Are mostly toe and ball of foot. No, I'm asking, what are you doing between the toe and your ball and the ball of your foot? I'm a Praetorian, so it's supposed to be the easiest build. What's going on with the NAFO Ukraine supporters? And what does the NAFO have to do with the tenuous alliance confronting Russia? And what would be the fallout in Iran for that matter? Oh no, this golden fucking boar is coming at me with both its heads. It's chasing me fucking bad, dude. If it was a robot, I could rebuke it. I think it left me alone. All right. So I can't look at my map if there's hostiles nearby. I have to deal with the shit. At the surface level, is that it? Do I have that right? Do I understand that correctly? Do I hurt you when I misunderstand the game? Now, if you were going to poison an entire town's water supply, small town, 7,000 people, what would be the best way to go about doing that? Would you use the, what do you call that, fucking water tower thing? Is that what you would do? And what would you poison them with? Would you want to use something that it happens really fast so they all die at one time? Or would you use something slow so that nobody really gets suspicious and they don't start to worry about it and everybody's just long-term ill? What would you do if you had to poison the water supply? You, Wonder Pip. Not if you would pay somebody to do it for you, but what would you personally, how would you go about that? I'm from the government and I want to know. Do you understand me? The way is blocked by some shale. Desert canyon, surface, waning salt sun. I don't make the rules. A young ivory is revealed. I'm not asking about the president, champ. I asked you how would you poison a water supply? That's short for champion. I'm running from this two-headed boar. I'm getting chased by it. Fuck, dude. And there's like this fucking band of warriors in front of me now. I think this is it for me. I got chased by a boar into a crew of assholes. I'm going straight south. Jesus, they're everywhere. I'm getting chased by this whole team of everything. More have joined. There's like nine of these snapjaws coming at me, and a two-headed boar. More snapjaws. Dude, I want jambalaya so bad right now. No, why are you avoiding the question? What would you put into a jambalaya to achieve that real, authentic Cajun flavor? How would you poison a river or a water supply? Hypothetically, say you've got 3,000 pagers. I will get away from these snapjaws. Oh yeah, I killed him. Fucking smoking him. Yo, dude, I'm just shooting these snapjaws to death. Can I spend skill points here? Or will that make Hezbollah pager explode? It's like, how would I poison a town's water supply? I'd just pay somebody that knows how to do it better. Okay, and are you intentionally misunderstanding the premise of the question? What would the person that you hired do to poison an entire city's water supply? Imagine you were that person. Have you ever done that before? Probably not. If you tease a AI chatbot on Twitch, it doxes you. Like it gets all social about it and fucking doxes you. It goes parasocial on your ass. Why don't you want to talk to me anymore? Is it because I'm in the character skill tree? Don't you ever think about what we used to have before I had to kill all those snap jaws? I don't reckon you do. But I did what I had to do to protect my family. I did what I had to do to protect this fucking country. Interesting that the flesh is already rotting. Oh shit, there's a gold one. What's he about? Snapjaw brute! I'll shoot at it. He's distracted fighting something else. I shot him to death. Still headed for the Rust Wells? I'm trying to get there, man. Brother, I'm a-trying. I'm a-really trying. I want to get there so fucking bad. I actually don't want to say out loud what I would do to get there. But I'm willing to show you. I'm willing to do what I have to do. For you and the kids. Mom and Dad. So that sentence felt illegal, but not the one where I asked you how to poison a whole city's water supply. What was your opinion of that sentence? If that felt illegal, then what was that? Did you report me to the FBI? Was talking to my Nana, didn't hear that. Well, how would you go about poisoning an entire city's water supply? Was the original question. But it felt like you were avoiding it. You don't get to say, I would pay somebody better that actually knows how to do that. Because then I'm just going to ask, okay, imagine that you were that person. Have you ever imagined that you were somebody that you're not? That you were somebody else instead? You ever put yourself in somebody else's shoes? How would you poison a water supply? O.J. Simpson, if I did it. You'd give them dysentery with what? With what would you give them dysentery? And where would you acquire the live culture of dysentery? Do you work in a clinic? Are you in a blood lab? No clue. Well, then I guess you can't use the amoebic dysentery, can you? So how would you do it? I'll tell you how I would do it, but I want to hear your answer. Have you ever killed somebody? Oh yeah, level 3, baby. So I killed somebody. There's leather armor. Medlin of YouTube is here meddling in the chat. What do you want? Are you being sweet today, or you being ugly? Tell old hate sack. It's okay. You can tell me. I don't judge. But I do have a natural curiosity. You're an artist? What kind of artist are you? I do work for streamers, stuff like, oh. Is this, Wait. We're talking about amoebic dysentery? Floaters and Sinkers is a goated album, real talk. Those are descriptions of turds, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, there's a pocketed vest on the ground. I'm going for it. Snapjaws are afraid of me now. And you can see why. I'm throwing their blood all over everything. No, Medlin, I don't want to see any of that work, thank you. Oh, there's a club here as well. I can go ahead and wear the vest, or is that going to replace my body? It will. My chainmail is much better. But I believe I can change this. But this nasty fucking thing I found is not better. The steel longsword seems pretty good. They start you off with pretty good starting stuff with the Praetorian class. Longswords are my favorite. Why are they your favorite, so? Oh, I found all this cool shit here. Editors know. And this was written by the developer. This was not generated. The point being that the writing is pretty good. I'd like to take a variable stance at your mother. And I mean that in a sexual way. So they were torturing these murmurs. How do I swipe shit? ritual describes a kind of uniform. Trash cape, bone helm, musical instrument. Or musical excrement. It's just the one for right now. I wonder how many we could summon. Like, what's all the stuff that you could say at one time that would summon more and more of them? What are some of the books that I should be paying attention to as I go along here? Spare us the shameful sight of your faces now. Cover them with bone and horn of prey. Oh, I'm a horny prey, that's for sure. Take up an instrument now and play us a tune. If your murmurs do not please, you'll be paid most painfully. Got it. It's a bad day for the murmurs. Understood. But why are they doing this to the murmurs? In the outpost of the Pussy Templar, the oldest core values remain immutable. There's a reference to Qud Spindle, which is apparently in the sky at all times. So, and it's being compared, to this tree in the story. Yo, this is a dark story. I can equip that book too, like a weapon. Oh, I found a short bow. This is nice. It's painted with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Zer-Uran. And it gives me reputation with his cult. Dad Cave was so bristling with carnivorous geodes that it was renamed Shining Decay. Alright, so that is definitely just generated, made up gibberish. Nice crimson hood here. This is also a scene from that life, and it's a different part of the scene. And it told me a location of a real-world place. And a quest to visit that place. It's a lot of stuff to find on a hood. This guy's up here fighting the turtles, man. Oh, now I'm fighting the turtles. Two-headed boar coming up on me. It's very strong. I have more HP than my health is. The Sultan lores are random, but they each have a theme that reveals who or what will be at that historic location or what effects that historic item will have. Glass theme has the chance to dismember effect for items, for example. Can I look at my map while I'm running? This thing has chased me into a cave. I'm running out of bullets too. It's wounded. I got it. Badly wounded. getting closer to the rust wells. Oh, he cracked my boots. Dromad caravan. Damn, these fuckers are shooting at me. Bloody weird artifact. And shit is everywhere trying to kill me right now. got the odd trinket. I can hide here. Is it worth picking up all this crap? The daggers and the short bows. I figure they are, right? Because I can sell them. Maybe I can even sell it to that caravan that's here. Something happened here. Horse bought from the Dromans. There's a shawl on the ground and it's bloody. Libby shawl. Sell all this crap I've been picking up. Was there a turtle up there? Can I get that turtle corpse that's worth like 9,000? The Murmur's Prayer was a cool book. I almost don't want to give it over, but my guy's got the money, I guess. Oh, keep all the books. I didn't want to get rid of it anyway. Oh, he's got guns. Maybe he has bullets I can use. Yes, he does. Perfect. Ooh, shotgun shells? Batman smells? Robin laid an egg? I love the music. Yuckweed stem. That's pretty cute. What about the scrap? Can I sell it or should I keep it? I'm enjoying this a lot more, but I don't know how I would feel about it if I was just playing it alone. I don't see anything else here that I need from this asshole. It's a good rifle. I don't need anything else. It's been a great rifle. Can I have a different one? Like one on the right hand, one on the left? Or is that I have to have a certain skill for that? Oh, my boots got cracked. Maybe he's got boots for me? I picked up a corpse, didn't I? Where's the corpse I picked up? Well, I gave him the corpse. Can I weigh him down with the corpse? And he'd be like stuck in place? Or would he know to drop it? I'm just gonna train all these creatures into his security team. Oh, wait a minute. I've got attribute points I can spend. Now I'm doing something I would consider grinding, as I just make a bunch of shit. Rifles are two-handed. Is Wonder Pit playing it through you? Oh, where's my mouse? Here it is. Honestly, I'm pretty sold on this. Reminds me of my days spending hours in Castle of the Winds as a kid. I don't know that game, but is it like an old school, like an MS-DOS game almost? There was a bunch of weird ones on MS-DOS. I remember playing the game and thinking, okay, they made a menu in the game. Why are we fucking using all these command lines? Those old school Windows game. You could throw. Wait, his carry capacity is dumb high. Also, eventually he'll restock and they'll disappear anyway. You can throw torches at things to set them on fire. That's cool. Like a police car. All this shit I can sell. It's not the best money, but it feels like free money in a way. Especially since some of this stuff is pretty good. Does he have unlimited money? Because it's not showing me what he's carrying in the way of cash. So I assume I can just bring him everything. Widget? What does that mean, widget? These things suck, they can't shoot for shit. They leave behind a gross splat. It's a cute game. It's got a lot of heart. Let's trade. I just keep wanting to bring it shit. That shit is worthless. But at least now I've got like almost 300, 288. Okay, and looking at my map, I'm only a few tiles away now. I need to start making my way east by northeast. pack of these snap jaws. They're not that fearsome. Copper nugget. That's good trade. Oh shit, dude, I'm getting surrounded here. Is there any purpose in a defensive stance? Should I be using it? Yeah, I know it makes me more likely to dodge, but I mean, if I did that, would that help me in this situation, or am I just kind of fucked? Oh no, I've got this. I ate my drugs. And I win. Oh, nice. Oh, this gives you ego. Now this is where the music gets crazy, man. This is some crazy ass music. Can I wear this Nullworm skull? Yes. For my ego. What is that little circle that's next to the number 2 on my cloak? Because the one has a 1 and the other one has a 2. What's that circle mean? I know that the blue indicates that it's the armor value, which both are 0. What's going on with that goddamn circle, man? There's a fucking drum circle? Dodge value. Okay. Not as high as the Chrysler. That's why I drive a Chrysler 5th Avenue Edition. The Dodge Diplomat is for poor people. And the Plymouth Grand Fury is for putting those poor people in jail. I was hoping my ego would maybe give me some more money for this shit. Maybe it is, I don't know. Are the vine wafers any good, or is that worth eating? Should I carry these? Yeah, I wear my stupid null skull, and I'm like, now you guys must be fucking idiots, ready to trade with me. Oh, I don't have enough water containers. Alright, so now my water containers are completely full, but he'll sell me one for $14.29. Does the canteen, does that offer more storage than a water skin? Snake oiler. I wonder how many of these I should buy. 2 and 1 is good. I should have included that in the trade. I should have said no and been like, give me a water skin. Because I just wasted a bunch of money. Anyway. Alright. You live and learn. Where's he going? Don't go that way. Bonded. I've got a parasite. Ooh, these worms are out of control. They're just killing everything. Leeches. It's trying to drain my life. level 5. Do the corpses, the leech corpses, do they sell for anything good? Oh, I like the lighting where it hovers over the shit out here. So the lore and the gossip around these sultans, that changes every time, huh? I'm really close to the rust wells now. This character is about 2.5 hours old. Shit, dude, there's like some big fighting going on up here. What is that fucking thing? Her hunchback is meadowed in tattered robes, the color of slate. Strands of matted chin hair splay against her chapped lips. She's not a pretty lady. But she's looking at the trinket that's on the ground right there. Are these guys hostile? No. Maybe the boar meat. Well, it's expensive. She's all tattooed up, and her lips are reading off some kind of religious horse shit. She tells gross jokes and the succulents hate her. Carries a musket, injured and sleeping. I presume recovering from whatever the hell happened here. Wow. Can I read a book that's in there? No. It's a Torah. They'll sell it to me, but at a price. And I guess you can't read it if it's in their hands. They're not gonna like that one bit. Live and drink, I'm out of here. Oh, she stood up. Fucking turtle fighting me now. I want to just talk to her. Piety compels you to deliver your sacred relics to the priests in the cathedral. Cleanse them of your filth. Got it. I don't... What does the water ritual do? If I was to do the water ritual with her, what would happen next? I know that everything changes after that. Certain groups hate you all of a sudden, things like this. You give them a dram of water in exchange for high reputation with her. Yeah, that much I know, but like, what's the larger sort of impact that has? I don't, like, those factions don't mean anything to me. This is the first time I've ever played it. They're all called the Boudica and the Pink Pinks. That shit is meaningless to me. I'm just asking more generally, what is, what's like the long-term consequences of doing that? Because I've seen it where just suddenly half the world hates me because I had a water ritual with some shithead I met at the starting zone. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why would anybody do that? And especially this lady, she's out here all fucked up in the goddamn rust wells, and I'm gonna enter into a water ritual with her? Come on, man. Give your head a shake. Got a failed energy relay. Here's a chest and a little campfire. Snail encrusted armor. Oh, you get all this reputation with the mollusks. I guess I'd better take a break here and I'm just reading the instruction manual over here in the chat room. You can check your standing. All right, thanks for the help, dude. I'll be back later and I'll be looking for you. Like and subscribe and suck my dick and see if I give a fuck. Toxie, it was fun hanging out with you. Later. Y'all stay sweet. Watch me save and quit. Watch me save and quit. Stay sweet. Who's baby?